Welcome to System Thinking in School Administration. My name is Peter, and I will be your presenter in this seminar. What is system thinking? System thinking from educational perspective is a way of understanding the school as a complex system of interconnected parts. It involves looking at the relationships between different elements of the system and how they interact to create a whole. It can also be defined as a holistic approach to understanding and improving schools. It recognizes that schools are complex systems made up of many interconnected parts, such as students, teachers, administrators, parents, and the community. Systems thinkers believe that the best way to improve schools is to address the root causes of problems, rather than simply treating symptoms. This means looking at the big picture and understanding how the different parts of the system interact with each other. Systems thinkers also believe that it is important to involve all stakeholders in the process of improving schools. Why is system thinking important for school administration? Schools are complex systems with many different stakeholders, including students, teachers, parents, administrators, and community members. System thinking can help school administrators to better understand the complex interactions between these different groups and to make more informed decisions. Benefits of system thinking for school administration. 1. Improved problem solving. System thinking can help school administrators to identify the root causes of problems and to develop more effective solutions. 1. Increased collaboration. System thinking encourages collaboration between different stakeholders within a school. This can lead to better decision-making and more effective implementation of initiatives. 1. Enhanced learning. System thinking can help students to develop a deeper understanding of the world around them and to become more critical thinkers. Key principles and concepts of systems thinking. 1. Interconnectedness. Systems thinking recognizes that everything is connected within a system. Changes in one part of the system can have ripple effects throughout the entire system. 2. Feedback loops. Feedback loops can be reinforcing, positive feedback, or balancing, negative feedback. Positive feedback loops amplify changes, while negative feedback loops help maintain stability. 3. Emergence. Systems often exhibit emergent properties, which are characteristics or behaviors that arise from the interactions of the system's components but cannot be explained by looking at those components in isolation. 4. Boundaries. Defining the boundaries of a system is important to determine what is included and excluded from analysis. Boundaries help in focusing on relevant interactions. 5. Holistic perspective. Systems thinking encourages a holistic perspective, where the emphasis is on understanding the whole system rather than just its parts. 6. Cause and effect. Traditional linear cause and effect thinking can be insufficient in complex systems. Systems thinking explores the multiple and often nonlinear causes and effects within a system. 7. Systems dynamics. System dynamics is a modeling technique used in systems thinking to simulate and understand the behavior of complex systems over time. It involves creating models that represent the elements and relationships within a system. 8. Problem solving. Systems thinking is applied to tackle complex problems, from environmental issues to organizational challenges. It helps identify underlying causes and potential solutions that consider the broader system context. How to use systems thinking to create effective school management system. Identify the key components of your school system. What are the different elements that make up your school? What are the relationships between these elements? Understand the goals of your school system. What do you want your school to achieve? What are your priorities? Identify the challenges and opportunities facing your school system. What are the biggest obstacles to achieving your goals? What are your strengths and weaknesses? Develop a system thinking approach to addressing your challenges and opportunities. This may involve developing new policies and procedures, changing the way that different stakeholders interact, or implementing new initiatives. Implement your system thinking approach and monitor the results. Make adjustments as needed. Examples of system thinking in school administration. Developing a school improvement plan. A system thinking approach to school improvement would involve considering all of the different factors that influence student achievement, such as curriculum, instruction, assessment, and climate. Implementing a new technology initiative. A system thinking approach to implementing a new technology initiative would involve considering the impact of the technology on all of the different stakeholders in the school community, including students, teachers, administrators, and parents. Addressing student behavior problems. A system thinking approach to addressing student behavior problems would involve considering all of the factors that may be contributing to the problems, such as the student's home life, their relationships with teachers and peers, and the school's climate. How system thinking is applied to components of learning. By understanding how the different components of learning interact with each other and with the environment, systems thinking can help us to design more effective learning experiences. Here are some specific ways that systems thinking can be applied to the components of learning. Attention. We can design learning activities that are engaging and interesting to keep learners' attention. Memory. We can use mnemonic devices and spaced repetition to help learners remember information. Comprehension. We can use active learning strategies, such as questioning and summarizing, to help learners understand concepts. Application. We can provide learners with opportunities to practice what they have learned in new and different situations. Analysis. We can help learners break down problems into smaller parts and identify the relationships between those parts. Synthesis. We can help learners put together different pieces of information to create a new whole. Evaluation. We can help learners assess the strengths and weaknesses of different pieces of evidence before making a decision. Creativity. We can encourage learners to experiment with new ideas and try different approaches to solving problems. Metacognition. We can help learners reflect on their own learning and identify areas where they need to improve. How system thinking is applied to school financial system. To apply system thinking in school financial systems, school administrators can follow these steps. Identify the key components of your school financial system. This includes the different sources of revenue and funding, the different types of expenditures, and the different stakeholders involved in the financial decision-making process. Understand the goals of your school financial system. What are your priorities for spending? How do you want to ensure that your resources are used in the most effective and efficient way possible? Identify the challenges and opportunities facing your school financial system. What are the biggest obstacles to achieving your financial goals? What are your strengths and weaknesses? Develop a system thinking approach to addressing your challenges and opportunities. This may involve developing new budget models, changing the way that different stakeholders interact, or implementing new financial management systems. Implement your system thinking approach and monitor the results. Make adjustments as needed. Here are some specific examples of how system thinking can be applied in school financial systems. Developing a school budget. A system thinking approach to developing a school budget would involve considering all of the different factors that influence the school's financial needs, such as student enrollment, staffing levels, and academic programs. Allocating resources to different departments and programs. A system thinking approach to allocating resources would involve considering the needs of all of the different departments and programs in the school, as well as the overall goals of the school. Making decisions about capital expenditures. A system thinking approach to making decisions about capital expenditures would involve considering the long-term impact of the expenditures on the school's financial system. Managing risk. A system thinking approach to managing risk would involve identifying all of the different financial risks facing the school and developing strategies to mitigate those risks. Involve all stakeholders in the financial decision-making process. This will help to ensure that everyone has a voice and that everyone's needs are considered. Use data to inform your decisions. Collect data on your school's financial performance and use it to identify trends and patterns. This data can help you to make more informed decisions about how to allocate resources and manage risks. Be transparent and accountable. Communicate openly with stakeholders about the school's financial situation and be accountable for your decisions. Remarks. By following these tips, school administrators can use system thinking to implement effective school financial systems that support their school's educational goals. General remarks. It is important to note that system thinking is not a quick fix. It takes time and effort to implement a system thinking approach to school system. However, the benefits can be significant. By using system thinking, school administrators can create a more supportive and effective learning environment for all students. Thank you for listening.